Right now, it looks really nice.
No, nice. It does look very nice, Duncan.
Thank you. All right,
Don't Duncan, Duncan, la la
don't you
la la
forget
la
about
la.
me. Don't you forget about me as you walk on by.
And
When
you
you
call
call
my
my name.
name.
Oh, my man, I'll tell you what.
La 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 la
That's
la la
my
la
card,
la.
my work card. My money's on there.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I don't have a lot, but the money's
yeah.
on there. I
La 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 la
was able to get a
la.
day of that they paid me for 1 day of work. I was like, woohoo, yeah. I got
Hey,
a day,
listen,
baby.
man. Better
A
than
day.
0 days, bro. Right?
Better than 0 days. You're right about that.
Oh yeah.
I came across a really great place today as a prospective customer. They're doing a soft opening tomorrow, but it's three women that are the partners.
Mm-hmm.
It of all things, it used to be an old bait and tackle shack next to like a little bar area,
Mm-hmm.
right on the Catawba River as it flows into the Lake Norman Reservoir or whatever lake.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you what, man, what a neat little damn spot. They got
Mm.
a dock area. They have an outside sitting area for sitting, drinking, smoking, the whole thing. Um, but unfortunately, they have a slight issue. They're sort of they're treating it right now like more of a convenience store concept. So
Gotcha.
hopefully, we'll see how that
Oh,
develops. Man, I'm
someone's
really
hopping
excited
on
about it.
here. Hold on, I'm gonna freaking rip my headset out already.
Really excited.
What's going on? Big D, Daryl Iverson. What's going on? Kevin Shahan, Kevin Thompson. Good evening. Good evening,
What's going
Kevin
on, everybody?
Corbeles. We have a three of a kind, three Kevins, and a
Three
Daryl,
plethora of Kevins
and a Daryl.
and a Daryl. Don't forget the Daryl. That
Shit, you
trumps
can't
a
forget Daryl, bro.
that may
That's my
trump a Kevin
man
or
right
two.
there.
I don't know. That could
That's my
trump a
man
Kevin
right
or two.
there.
All right, let me see if I can bring this up here also. You got me singing that song now, man. You got me singing that song. What is it from Breakfast Club? Breakfast
Yeah,
Club.
yeah.
Yeah, I love
Breakfast,
it.
brunch, dinner.
Yeah, yeah, it's all right.
Well, Lars is going to be joining us shortly. As you all know, Lars is getting his shoulder replacement tomorrow. So,
Yes.
so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play some intro music. No, or you want to
Nice.
talk a little bit longer?
Well, I mean, I could go back to singing, the song for Breakfast Club, but
We
again,
won't
you
get
got
any viewers then. Don't forget to share, please. Please
yeah. Please, for
share.
God's sake, share.
Please share. Share. What's up, Dwayne? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Duncan just ordered Chinese food.
I did. So if you guys are up
Show
for it,
Kevin he
Chinese.
doesn't he doesn't have a roast in the oven.
No, not today. But
He's got
Chinese
some
food.
Chinese.
It'll be it's on its way. We have General Tso's.
General
General
So.
Tso's chicken. We
I heard
got
it's I heard at that place it's major so. I think he
yeah,
got
it's pretty yeah,
demotion.
yeah. It's not quite general,
It's
so
not
it's not up there.
what are
It's
you
good stuff,
smoking?
man. It's our local joint, and they do everything fresh, man.
You're
When these
smoking
guys
your
are
local
telling you
joint?
in 10 minutes,
He's not paying attention to
it's
what I'm saying.
done in 10 minutes. It's awesome.
What are you smoking?
Churchill, it's a Habano Maduro house blend. One of the Doña Noli little enjoyment factors that I hide and keep for my grubby little self. But it's a beautiful little cigar. 250. You're never gonna go wrong with a cigar at that price. Long filler, decent, quality for a novice, and a good daily for an expert. Nothing bad.
Fantastic.
Yeah, easy breezy,
Fantastic.
Japanesey. Well, in this case, easy breezy, Chinesey.
Man,
I'm
you're
sorry.
gonna get us blocked. You're gonna get us.
I know, I
You are gonna
know.
get us canceled.
Well, do you want to? It's funny. Last night we were talking about music that was
There he
impacted
is.
through the ages. And hey, there, what's going on, Big Sexy?
Hey, you guys, how are you?
Man, if I was any better, I would be you.
Love you, baby.
I,
Hey,
Duncan's
so say we were talking
Duncan's a
last night
sling.
about Little Nas X. Man, what a crazy kid. You guys don't even know who that is.
I do. Is that the
course
guy
I
who's
do.
got the devil sneakers or something?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That kid
Fucking
is
idiot.
awesome, man. I love
What
it.
an idiot.
I watched this video. People are having a conniption fit over that video, and I think to myself, my God, Madonna, when she did like a prayer, people were like banning her. The Catholic Church wanted to excommunicate her.
What's a
I'm
big
like,
difference between Madonna dancing around with a statue and some guy who's
this
got
kid
this
ain't doing nothing different.
six?
You know?
But what's funny is that Nike's trying to distance themselves from that. And I'm like, really? That's
Oh,
the one thing you'll distance yourself from all the other
yeah,
shit.
dude, it's insane, man. It's insane. But look at Lars. Lars, tomorrow is when it's happening. You're going in under the knife.
Yes, I am.
My
I
man,
am.
look at you.
Well, listen, I
I
want to
am-
get into that, but I want to play the intro first. Now
Let's
that
get it.
Lars is
Let's
here, we're
intro.
waiting for my man Lars, and I wanted to tell you, I am smoking this bad boy tonight.
Woo,
who makes
look
that?
at
Who
that.
makes
That is
that?
beautiful.
That's top secret. That's
Oh,
top
that's
secret.
exciting.
I do have a lot to talk about tonight. We did
You're
announce.
going to need to send me some of those.
I definitely will. We look at that. Look at that glow.
That is so beautiful.
But we did announce today that we do have a new factory partner. I want to talk a little bit about that tonight, if you don't mind. I'll be a selfish prick.
Is
But this is-
new for you? Is
I
that
love
new
to
for
hear
you?
about that.
This is special. I really can't divulge too much about this, except for that this was specifically made for Stogie Road cigars with 5-year-old tobacco, and this is going to be one of our higher end cigars. More to come on it, but freaking tastic. This is.
I can't
Look
wait
at
till
that.
I get.
That's sexy, man.
I cannot wait till I get some.
I'm gonna give both you guys some,
I
but
gave up on waiting for anything. I gave up on it. I
the
just said,
waiting is the hardest part.
hey, where's the intro music? Come on, let's get it going, baby.
Kevin Shahan said he watched Hitler have sex with Satan on South Park, and now
I
we're
Oh,
worried
it's
about.
the best.
that episode.
It's the
That's
best.
perfect.
Gosh,
And
you guys
people
are
are worried about what this
freaking
kid's doing.
surrounded
to
by
the-
heathens. I'm surrounded by heathens.
Oh, it's crazy.
All right, listen up, man. We are gonna get this thing started. This party started. We'll be right back. Hola, brothers and sisters of the Leaf, and welcome to the Stogie Road Diaries. I am your host, one of your hosts, Caravillante, and I'm here with my good friend Duncan Ramon Echevarria and the man, the myth, the legend, Lars.
Hold on. Chinese food. Hold on.
Chinese food, nice.
I don't even know what the hell to say about that one. So what's going on, man? You ready for tomorrow?
Oh, yeah, I am. Hopefully, I don't die.
Would you steal the delivery man's hat?
Yeah. I was messing with you guys. I said, everybody's wearing a hat. I got to get a hat. I think it was like Chinese fire drill, but instead of that, I just screamed Chinese food.
Poor
So,
guys. Go ahead.
I created a seasoning salt for Kerr.
I got the picture of this. Can I share the?
Yes, absolutely, and a barbecue sauce, which is fucking fantastic. I ate it with my roast pork tonight and this afternoon. Also,
Shake vigorously. I love it.
I'll make sure that you and I are in different states when you use this, Duncan.
I mean, I'm just telling you, man. Just shake.
Shake it, don't break it, baby. I'm excited, man.
How many
Shake it, don't break
syllables in there? I like that. Vigorously.
and in case I die, I have people who are already going to take care of making sure that stuff is packaged and set up and done for you.
Well, I do want to talk about your surgery coming up, and that was my first question: is if you die, How am I gonna get my hot? How am I get my barbecue sauce?
I already got it.
I love you, but I mean seriously, that was like
I got
number one.
It was mine too.
Nice.
I got the formula already set up. I have all my production people have it done and ready. They have the packaging already. Everything's set, so it can be a go. Anything happens to me, you still get your stuff.
All right. Well, listen, man. I want nothing but the best and a safe and speedy, surgery and recovery. So before we get into anything, I do want to see what your schedule's like, man. I mean, I want to make sure that my man's going to go in under the knife. Everything's going to be go. It's tomorrow
Hey Joe,
morning.
how are you, baby? Yeah, tomorrow morning I go under the knife, get a full shoulder replacement right there, and then everything works out. I will have a stronger shoulder than ever.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll be able to really do a lot more because I've been in a lot of pain for a long time, and I just thought it was like a little sports injury. It was going to go away, and it never went away. It just got worse. So,
Right.
yeah.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, man. We'll be thinking of you. We'll be praying for you. We'll be for a successful surgery. Very little to minimal hiccups or hangups, and then from there, the road to recovery, bro.
Absolutely.
Kevin was just saying he was lucky enough to try it, and he loved that cigar.
Yes.
Yeah, I got to try it too.
Yes. I know. I'm a bad friend. Bad friend. Kev, good luck, Lars.
Yeah, when I come back next show, hopefully I'll be smoking one of those cigars on it.
What's up, my man, Rob Loud? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for hopping on. So, shoulder surgery. You plan on smoking a cigar immediately afterwards?
Fuck yeah!
Can't smoke in the hospital though. Remember
No.
that.
But my ex-wife is coming to pick me up.
Now you're gonna do it overnight, right? Surgery. It's yeah. I figured. Are you going into any type of rehab, or are you just gonna go home and then go to rehab? I mean, what's their plans with that?
Yeah, I'm going to go home and go to rehab.
Okay. 'Cause I know they're pretty aggressive when you get replacement surgeries now. They don't let you sit around
No.
and I mean it's like literally 2 days later. They're already rehabbing you.
Yeah, they want you to start working out right away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. My dad's had some things replaced. Jennifer's dad, and it's like the next day they're like, "Hey, how you feeling?" "Oh man, that surgery is bad." "Okay, great. We'll get up and take a couple steps." Double hip surgery. It's like, what the really? I just got 2 brand new hips. Time to road test them.
Yep.
They really are that way, though.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, you have to.
Yeah.
You know. But the big announcement today, as you all saw, and thank you for entertaining me, was that we announced our new factory. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. dude.
Tabacalera Nuevo Nica. Duncan, you could probably say it a lot cooler than me.
Nuevo Nica.
The whole thing.
Come on, man.
Nuevo Nica.
My man.
Say Tabacalera, Duncan.
Tabacalera.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's hot. That's what I'm just saying.
You're saying that
Say it again.
together.
Say it again. Say it again.
Tabacalera. I don't know what the hell you're saying.
Now that's all sexy and shit.
It is, right?
Now it's getting sexy up in this.
Your new name should be just the Tabacalera Duncan.
Tabacalera.
I love it.
Hey, man. There you go. Well, listen, congratulations. Huge congratulations. And I'm going to just jump in on this and say this right out before anybody else. And you've got a lot of good well wishes, but it could not happen to a better guy. Heart of gold, ethics galore, moral values of a fucking titan, man. Fantastic friend, brother, father. Dude, you are the boss, man. And you are the guy, dude. Honestly,
Thank you, man.
Congratulations.
I know why I definitely invited you tonight. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Man,
absolutely, baby.
He did send that
Congratulations.
$20 on Cash App. Everybody, he did. He
Cash App. I just cashed out you, Duncan.
Congratulations.
Thank
baby.
you, man. I
And don't worry, I
appreciate
got
it,
my
man.
Cash App too.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man.
And thank you, Dwayne.
That's fantastic.
I'm gonna
Listen,
post what Daryl just said, man. Post that right now because that's awesome. Thank you, Daryl. You are the beast. I love Daryl, man.
yeah, Big D. Yeah, listen, I'm excited. We were, first of all, you know, we were in contact with, and we were contacted by several different factories, and we had some great communication, some samples, and everybody that honestly that's either reached out to me or reached out to them, and we kind of worked on samples was fantastic. I mean, really, it was truly humbling, to say the least. From there, it's just a matter of finding not only a factory that shared a vision, that thank you, Norman, that that really had a lot of the similar vision, and the quality too. So it was an interesting road to travel over the last couple of months. I mean, a little bit
Stogie
longer.
Road, baby.
A Stogie Road. It took a little bit longer than anticipated, but you know what? The wait is worth it. It's like a cigar. You're not going to rush a cigar. You can't rush the aging. You can't rush the construction. You can't rush it when it's rusting. So, it did take a little bit longer than anticipated, but I had some great conversation with Chris Weber, the owner, and we had a lot of
Good guy, by the
commonalities.
way.
Yeah,
Really
great
good
guy. And what's funny is we started talking. We had some commonalities. He's from Delaware. I went to school in Delaware. A very good friend of his is friends and works with one of my closest friends from college. They're K-9 unit police officers in
You guys are both
Wilmington.
white. That's awesome.
So it just started popping, and then once you have that, I was like, okay, great. Let's see now with the cigars. Let's see with the quality, and they listen, they give feedback. They listen and give feedback when we talk about the flavor profile, the tobaccos that I wanted to work with, and I can tell you that the blends, all four core blends, the Edition 35, the Sweetgrass Gringo, the Sandela, and the Big Tony. We stayed in the lane of the flavor profile that they originally had, but we definitely gave it a 2.0. The Gringo definitely has more spice to it than the original. The construction, flawless. The barber pole, using the two leaves and just having some incredible roll. And you've seen the pictures of the Candela.
Yeah.
The greens are freaking neon, beautifully fantastic. So,
They just literally pop, though.
Cigar Cabin, what's up, man?
What's up, Des?
What's up, Les?
Not
Des.
Des,
I joked. I said that on purpose. It's Des, man. Des is a
You set me
fantastic
up,
guy.
man. You set me up for that one.
I did, but it really, working with somebody who has that vision, working with an individual that says what they mean and they mean what they say. That's really what.
That's a big difference.
It is. It's a huge difference, and it's what's funny is the same thing when a factory is looking to work with people, right? You want to have that good symbiotic relationship, but you definitely want to work with someone who is going to be a man or woman of their word. They're going to work together in a joint effort and be a true partner. So yeah, I mean, I think it's both to Rob. You're always welcome, bro.
Thank you, Cigar Cabin.
I know he's fantastic. So all those things you take into consideration when making these selections. So I got to tell you, Chris, they make great barber poles. I mean, they are really focused, and that's one of their wheelhouses, making barber poles. So pretty impressed with the quality of the cigars. Got to be honest with you.
And they're making real barber poles.
Yeah, I mean, it's the guy knows what he's doing. I mean, he really does, and the people at the factory, and we're looking at taking a trip to Nicaragua I said it I said it right, Duncan.
Spot
Uh,
on, dude. Like
Thank
you're a
you. I
native,
appreciate it. Thank you. Like I was a native. I know.
like a native
Uh,
white man.
this year, a native a native white man, Caracas, Caracas. Um, you know, looking to make a trip this year down to the factory. And we're working on a couple of the other projects that we, as soon as we started getting in the groove with the four core blends, we already started talking about other things that we want to do together. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, good character does matter, Daryl. You're absolutely right. So, this is a really exciting next step in the journey for us, for me, and I'm looking forward to it. I mean, the road is never paved perfectly. I mean, there's going to be bumps along the way. That's just the reality of things. You're dealing with things that are handmade. You're dealing with you know, it's not being made down the street from you. So that takes a lot of trust. That takes a lot of trust. And I'm sitting here with Lars, who's been doing this 40 years. When somebody has a factory and they're making your cigars, and you're a country and X amount of hours away. I mean, that's a lot of trust you're given.
Absolutely. For years, I made cigars for other companies. I mean, I did a lot of private branding for a lot of years.
Yeah,
And started out, it was never my cigars in the beginning. I was making cigars for other people.
definitely.
Hey, Carrie, what's the ETA? Do you have anything that you can talk about time frame wise? Um, I know we talked, I think last week, maybe towards the pre-summer time frame. Is that still on board? Is that on track?
Yeah, I mean, we're still looking at June.
Okay.
But again, I mean, it depends on the season when it comes to the aging room, the humidity, the time of the year. So there's a lot of factors. And I told Chris, I said, look, I trust you. You're going to keep me in the loop on these things. If they're ready, let me know. If they're not, it's not a big deal. I mean, we're gonna wait to make sure that we got the best product on the market, and the best product that we're proud to offer to our brick and mortar friends. The other great thing is that we're going to be doing trays, and we got the new cigar bands. So the cedar sleeves are going bye, and we're going to have the new cigar bands. And we're going to have some new packaging. There's going to be some pretty cool things we're going to do with some exclusive releases of boxes that'll carry 20 cigars, and have 5 of each blend.
Yeah, look at that. Not bad, huh? Not bad. I don't know if you can tell. Look at that.
You,
About a
you,
good, almost
you got
two
to get
inches there.
closer.
Pretty decent. Pretty decent. Maybe I can do that. Look at that.
Nice,
Not
nice.
Nice.
Not bad. But dude, I'm super stoked about it. I've seen the progression of the artwork. I've seen where you've taken it. It's still a beautiful storyline and everything you're still incorporating with it. I know that the compass is the preeminent emblem right now on the
Oh, yeah.
ring.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
love
know
that.
the
It's
story behind
beautiful.
that, but I mean, why the compass? I mean, really, I mean, I know it. A lot of people do, but why did you go finally with a compass motif?
Why not?
Well, there you go. Done deal. Glad you answered that. Let's move on to the next question.
Next question. Give me my fried rice. Um,
Tell you what, Lawrence, this has been like this for years, man. For years. Some
and
days,
I'm
I'm telling
abusive.
you, some days, if I live 5 minutes from him, I beat the crap out of him, or he beat the crap out of me. One of the two.
Listen, man, I don't know what to tell you about that one. I really don't. To be honest, it's like, it's just part of the travel, right? You need a compass to know where you're going.
Yeah, man, that's true.
It's part of the start of the Stogie Road. So, I wanted the compass incorporated with our logo. We worked on the brilliant artwork here, and then from there, really struggled with what I wanted the band to be, and that just kept like staring at me. and I kept going back to it, and then I kept trying something else. And then I go back to the cigar band with the with this compass, and then I try something else. And you can ask Jennifer. I mean, I probably have a file here with what's up, Stephen Finley? What's up, my man? Check out the Chief. They'll be on, and
Beast.
Chief's on it on YouTube tonight.
What's the Chief?
The Chief, Bob Finley's son, the Chief show. Yeah, they're good folks,
Oh.
man. They live down here. Bob and Duncan and I, God, we know each other for eons, and Steven as well.
He's a great kid, man. He's a really, really good kid.
He is good egg, but I kept going back to the compass. I try, and I probably have a file with like, I don't know, 25, 30 different ring styles I was trying, everything under the sun. And I just kind of was like, man, I keep going back to this, and I think this is what I'm going to stick with. And that's where it came from.
That's
Comfort. So what are you smoking, Mr. Lars? Something old?
No, actually, this is just a friend of mine's cigar. He wanted me to try it out. It was a new blend he was working on. So,
You digging it so far?
yeah, actually, it's pretty damn good. I
Very
got
nice.
friends send me cigars all the time that want me to try out or see how they
Good
are.
question there, man. John Lovell.
John, thank you.
Gary,
Great.
Take it. Come on, run with it.
Why are barber poles? Why not, John?
Again with a why not? Jesus.
What?
I'll tell you the reason why, because Kerr loves to put a twist on that bitch.
Yeah. That sounded sexy. I like that. That sounded so
Twist
masculine.
around a little bit there.
Twist it around a little bit. No,
Oh,
that's because I used to like twist ice cream cones when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah, those are great too.
No, I know I'm an idiot.
How about Rita's, dude? Right? Rita's? Get that twist?
Rita's Ice?
With the orange. No, I don't even get it. I get the custard with the orange cream and the vanilla. Delicious.
I do like that. I do like the orange and vanilla because I love creamsicles.
Dan, how are you, baby?
Wow,
I
Dan
missed you.
Swahili, my man.
Mwah. I
Dan's
love
such
you,
a great
baby.
guy. I love Dan.
I love Dan. I love Dan. He's
Oh.
so
You know, I actually I was invited, and I did a live show from Dan's Lounge many years ago. It was, I think, the second or third meeting for the Smoking Shields Maryland's meeting. It was and they actually had people coming from Jersey and New York. What a great time, man! What a serious blast! And Dan
I
is
remember that.
one of the nicest, most genuine, generous people you ever want to meet.
Yeah, I
Really.
love him.
He seriously is.
I want to drive down there and do my show from there, my part of this podcast from there one night.
You should. I love
I really
his place is great. He's got an incredible humidor.
And a
You know,
great
since
bunch of people that go down.
oh my
there.
God, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that whole area. You know, it's a shame I don't travel as much as I used to because I really
And
enjoyed
Jennifer,
hitting these
you're right.
spots.
I usually tell that to my girlfriend.
What's that? Compass guys in the back roads of life. Jesus. I got a lot of back roads, Jennifer. Freaking a lot of dirt, muddy ass roads. But anyways, I digress.
Heavily. You digress heavily.
So back to John's question. Thank you, John, for keeping me honest. I've always
I love
like
you, Dan.
I liked barber poles. I just did. You know, I think barber poles catch your eye when you walk into a humidor filled with just a bunch of cigars that, if they all look the same for the most part. I mean, the artwork for the boxes are definitely going to draw your attention, but I've always liked the barber pole, and I remember Duncan and I talking about barber poles and going through the history behind it, and I was like, man, just it's pretty cool. And then as I was traveling, I realized there's not a lot of barber pole cigars in a humidor, and more importantly, back then it seemed like if you mentioned barber pole to somebody, they always felt it was just gitchy. It was just something, you know, just gitchy. It really wasn't a quality cigar, and that's no cut on any of the cigars that were barber poles, you know, back in the day. So I'm like, you know what? I want to come out with a cigar the barber pole reminds me of the Stogie Road, the winding road that I travel. So I came out with the Edition 35. And then as started thinking about my brand, I was like, maybe I should just do all barber poles. Then I started trying to think about what, wrappers go well together and what really haven't been used yet. And that's
The
where the
baby and
Sweetgrass
Lil
can
Baby,
go.
right? Lil Gotti and the baby.
The what?
Oh, I thought you meant rapper.
Well, rap.
Lars.
Lars, he'll be here all week. Tip your waitresses and your and your bartender.
Lord bless it.
They have you on some sort of pre-surgical medication, Lars.
No, no, no.
But
I never take any painkillers either. I'm gonna have to. I think I have to
Dude, for that, you're gonna be crazy. Of course you got to, man.
for the first
Yeah.
2 or 3 days. I think at least, right?
yeah, you're gonna be on it for a little bit, Lars. I'm just saying.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. But then I thought, that's where the Gringo came up, like, because I really couldn't find anything that was using a Candela in Connecticut at the time. And then the works with the Big Tony, the Dark on Dark barber pole.
Kevin,
And then,
I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
Kevin, I actually did do that with a natural, all natural dye, and I made a pink wrapper leaf because I thought that was a cool looking thing.
But there is a tobacco that I smoked a cigar when I was in North Carolina that has that is red. Is
Well, yeah,
Colorado?
The
Rosado.
Colorado wrapper basically it is a type of wrapper. And
But if you get the Rosado wrapper, that
Yeah.
you can get a super red Rosado.
Hell yeah! I've smoked freaking cigars up that are fire red, engine red.
I had a whole line of
Fuentes have the
cigars
Rosado,
that
which are beautiful.
I had a whole line of cigars that I did just with Rosado wrapper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And it's a very tasty wrapper, by the way. Very, very well. I mean, it's beautiful.
We were in Asheville, and I got some cigars at a cigar shop, and it was I walked up, and they had a bin Dunkin' of, and I was like, Jennifer, these are freaking red.
Yeah.
Yes, Bones. Duncan got hurt again.
I mean, so like Lars, like you were saying, so long as you're using something organic that it can color it without affecting the wrapper, you can pretty much have any doggone color on them. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of all that weird stuff being done to any kind of tobacco, but if it's organic and it's not gonna damage it or affect it.
As long as they don't spray paint it, and I'm not mentioning any company's names, but all
I know
the
what you're
companies
talking
that spray paint that Maduro wrapper.
Well, they use the batoon for that. I mean, it's like, and we're not naming names, but they do that. I mean, they use a damn, brackish water, the batoon, and they
Brackish
re-spray that.
water.
And I'm not about that. I mean, Lord
Yeah.
bless that. So,
But you know what, though? I I talked about doing a barber pole with that Colorado Rosado with something red like that and having it a nice contrast with it because I do love the color and the flavor of that wrapper.
Yeah.
So we've had that discussion about doing that next. But the Gringo was, the Connecticut Candela. I'm a Candela fan. I love Candela cigars. Kevin Shahan, another one. What's going on, Eva? It's good to see you, bro.
Hey, in the early 1900s, that was like the popular color of the cigar wrapper leaf was Candela.
Yeah, there's a
that
great.
was the go-to wrapper for a lot of the American market at the time.
100%.
Yep.
100%.
There's a great history of Candela, and I have to send it to you. I think it was either in Cigar Aficionado, Cigar Journal about Candela and the turn of the century and leading up to the embargo on Cuba, that was the most popular wrapper. And then nobody could replicate that fermentation and to get that sweet pineapple-y incredible flavor that they would get from the Candela. And all they could come up with is that sour flavor. So that's why Candela kind of went down the tubes. That's why if you still get a cigar that is Candela, if they didn't, do the proper fermentation, that's why you can get a very sour flavor to it. And that's what, torpedoed it. But this is a really nice story in one of the magazines that talk about the history of the Candela wrapper and how it was so popular and then it just dropped off. I mean, hell, even in a lot of the old TV shows like Hogan's Heroes or MASH or, Barney Miller or Archie Bunker, the cigars they're smoking, if you watch, a lot of them are Candelas.
Yeah, they're not even Connecticut shade. They're a little bit more towards like a lighter green coloration.
Yeah, and listen, I really like varieties of different wrappers. Although my favorite, Kerr, is Justice.
Yes, she's a great rapper.
Yep,
We'll have her on the show again. She was awesome. We got to have her do a live show.
Yeah, you know that I've got almost 20,000 views on that.
Really?
On my YouTube.
I still love the look on her face when the music was playing, and she.
Oh my God.
Duncan. So Lars sends me this.
Contacted them today, by the way, and wanted her to sign a deal with Epic.
Really?
But I got to bring her to next week into the city. So I hope my arm's going to be in a sling. But
it was because of that pre-release song during that show.
Yeah.
We'll both be in slings, man. We'll both be in slings. It'll be all right.
Lars, you guys are slingers. So Lars,
love that.
So Lars sends me this song, and I'm like, this is a great freaking tune to it. Got this reggae. I'm like, man, this is kick ass. I'm like, Lars, I'm gonna make a great intro. He's like, okay. So I make this intro, and she's on. We're talking. I'm like, okay, here's the intro. So I start the intro. It was the one we always use, and I stopped. I'm like, I'm just kidding. I can't have an intro like that. I got to have one special. And I played it. And obviously I can see everybody in the little cameras, the little pictures down there as the intro's playing. The look on her face, her jaw dropped, and she's like, and then boom, the intro stops, and she just looks like she was just electrocuted. She's like, "How'd you get that song? That song hasn't been released yet." I was like, "He gave it to me. He gave it to me."
It was great. That was so awesome. That was a great interview. How about when I was trying to do my song at the end and it kept getting interrupted by phone calls?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
That's why.
And the dude who was calling me was watching it on YouTube.
Pardon?
He was watching it on YouTube and still did that.
Yeah, exactly. John, great question. We can expect the new blends probably beginning of summer, sometime in June. Stay tuned. Next week, I'm going to have Chris Weber on. He's the owner of Duncan. Say it.
Veritas.
No.
Yeah, Tabacalera Nueva Nica.
He says it's so great. I'm just going to have your voice. You got to record that and send it to me. But we're going to have Chris on and talk to him a little bit about the factory and soon. And where are you going to get them in the Low Country? I don't know, John. We were in Somerville at what is Glenda's shop now? I'm drawing a blank. I'm sorry. I can't believe I'm drawing a blank on Glenda's.
Green case? The cigar case?
No. The place in Somerville where you and I went down and did the El Galan event.
Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Doggone it.
And I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. Havana Cigars. No, it's not Havana Through the Door. That was
or whatever the heck that. I'm sorry. I was thinking about the split personality.
Yeah. Don't call me Rick.
Yeah. Moving on. Quick. Moving on.
But we were in there, and hopefully, when we get the new blend, I can reconnect with Glenda. Havana Cigars. I don't know why. I'm sorry, Glenda. I just blanked out. It's been one of those days. Hopefully, we can get a back in there. If not, we can. John, you can always.
Place too. I remember.
Well, we have an online store, and my online store is specifically designed for two things. And we've had our online store for over 3 years, and it's designed to get boutique cigars in the hands of individuals that can't get them at their local tobacco shop. To get their tobacco shop to bring them in, so they don't have to go to my store and buy them. period. So, John, if it's something like that in your situation where you can't get my cigars down there, you can always go to the vsrcigarfam.com and pick up our cigars. Like right now, we have Frontline Cigars, fantastic cigar. We got the We Are the Muscle sample pack from Amendola Cigars. We have a couple more Stogie Reds, and we're going to be expanding more and more with the different blends that we're going to have on there. But if you can't get it in your local tobacco shop, that's you can get them online. But we do encourage you to talk to your tobacconist and get them in your shop, because I'd rather have you buy them from them than from me. And you're not going to get some special discount by going through me online. I don't compete with brick and mortar. I never did compete with brick and mortar. Over 3 years, we've actually used our platform to expand certain brands and blends in brick and mortar through this whole process. We don't sell boxes; we sell sampler packs. I do sell boxes of my own cigar, because if you can't get them, you can't get them. But mostly, it's sampler packs. And then once we have a cigar, if it sells well, we'll bring it back in. If not, we'll hold on to it. We're part of the Limited Cigar Association as well, too. So that's also pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a good concept, man. Like that, you can actually expand out there a lot. A lot of
Well,
folks
yeah.
get introduced to different cigars. Like you said, you got great relationships with some brand owners out there. A lot of folks maybe have never even heard of, some of the folks that you work with and interact with, and that's a fantastic. Hey, man, get a sampler pack. If you like it, go to your regular brick and mortar shop. Talk to them. Say, I just got this. Try them. Go bring it in. I love that. That's really a good way to do it.
I mean, we've had, and generally speaking, I would bring someone in after I would interview them on the show. So I had the guys from Protocol, I had the guy from Rockefeller. We had Oscar Rodriguez from GTO. We'd have a number of brands, Amendola. I mean, and we would bring them in, and we showcase them in our on our store. And even if there's anything else on the store, what I would do is I would blank everything out and just have their brand on the shop for the show on Thursday through the weekend. So that was it. They had exclusivity.
That's nice, man. That's a great plug right there.
Well, the thing is, there's no hidden freaking agenda behind my store. It's always been the same way since day one. Nothing's gonna change, and we always support boutique cigars, companies, and the cigar industry 110%. We definitely do. Yeah, John. Anytime you come up, just give me a buzz. You're always welcome, man. We can meet up and have a cigar. Yeah, Dwayne, the LCA is awesome. Brian Descend's a great guy from Privada Cigar Club. They have a limited cigar association where they have only a couple hundred shops, and they pre-release cigars. Actually, one of the cigars I had tonight that I'm going to smoke after this one here, that's not in my pocket, it's right here, is the Vince. Our Vince, and this is named after Tom Cruise's character in The Color of Money. And it's a fantastic box press with a closed end. Daryl, this is right up your alley, bro. Daryl, just for you, $9.99. But
oh my God, dude, that little the little nipple thing. I think that's Ligero. That reminds me of
you okay?
An Argenti brand that they used to do back in the days.
Adiola.
Remember Lars?
Adiola.
It was Berger and Argenti when they were doing business in Miami. They had that kind of like weird looking cigar that had the little nipple of pure Ligero inside sticking out or something. I'm trying to remember what the name of it was, man, but it was a crazy looking stick. Maybe cool. 10 years ago. I don't know, but I remember that.
I know what you're talking about.
It's an old. It was a collaboration that happened with when Kiki Berger and the Argenti family. They were doing cigars together. This was 10 years ago, probably maybe 11, 12. They had a cigar. I'm trying to remember what it was, but it's this massive looking. It was very stout, full-bodied cigar,
right.
And it was in a nice box press like that too. But dude, you smoke that thing, and Yeah, I hope you had a hearty meal before it, and you may even need a hug afterwards. I mean, but it was just that I saw it. I was like, man, that's pretty cool. I like that. I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, yeah, it's a great cigar, but
I love a good nipple on a cigar every now and then.
you always
Love a
need a
good,
Oh,
nipple on
you
a
gotta have
cigar.
a good nipple on a
you gotta have
cigar.
a good nipple.
Yeah. If I may be so bold, ask why you decided to move production. John, there's several reasons. Just it was a mutual decision by Gabby and myself to part ways. So that's really all. I'll say about that. But I wish him well. I wished Cafe 1901 and the coffee and the cigars and everything in Gabby's family well. It was just time to part ways and blaze a new trail. So for me, I don't really like looking back. I want to look forward. So I do appreciate the question because it's a logical question. It's going to come up. Why? I mean, that's the number one question. Why? And really, the road ahead has the windshield, and everything behind is in the rearview mirror. So, I let nothing ride shotgun with me besides Jennifer. So,
Or Duncan as
or
your
Duncan.
co-pilot while he sleeps.
Dude, you're the worst co-pilot on the face of the planet. I'm just
Dude,
saying. I
I'm telling.
love
I
you,
was
bro.
there.
I
I was
love you. I love you, but you're the worst
I
co-pilot on
was
the
there.
planet.
Lars, I swear to God, I slept, and then all of a sudden we got to this parking area, and he goes, "Are you ready?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready." I'm like, "Oh." I literally was talking in my sleep, and I continued sleeping, and I don't remember what happened.
Dude,
I was
that was the gas station where we saw the guy and the girl like freaking
like, "Dude,
smoking crack or something in their truck at like 2 in the morning, and I'm sitting there, uh, looking, looking over and going, I think I want her as my co-pilot. She'll be awake.
I'm telling you, I think I was talking in my sleep, like, "Yeah, man, I'm ready. Let me jump in. I'm gonna drive. I'm ready." And before you know it, he looked at me again. I was dead asleep. He's like,
Excuse me, sir. Can I get
"Sleep,
that? Can I get that crack hoe? She'll at least be awake and talk my ear off, keep me awake. Um, the Mama Act. You know what, Dwayne? That's a great point. First of all, you know, for anybody who ever thought that the fight against the government and the work was done is sadly mistaken.
Yeah,
Okay,
completely.
100% sadly mistaken, and I question why anybody would ever make that statement. First of all, it's the government. And
Yeah,
if the government loses, they will find a way to win. That's just the way it is. The Mama Act is. I've done a little bit of research on it, not as much as I. It's been a crazy week, but they're trying to increase the taxes on all tobacco products to the point where they're going to try and tax it out of existence, right? So, in typical fashion, if you go through this regulatory arm of the government like the FDA, they're found, hey, you can't do this, so they're going to find another way. The other way they've been finding. The other tactics that are being used is more at the state and local level of fighting. The fights continues there. We had on who's that? Joshua and Brian Glenn,
Glenn.
and
Yeah.
congratulations to Brian Glenn. I saw that the PCA officially announced that he is a full time employee of the PCA. So congratulations, Brian. What a great guy, but. They're trying to increase taxes, regulations at the state and local level, and now this Mama Act, they're trying to hide behind, this whole concept of, the impact of cigarettes on babies, unborn babies, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, Dwayne,
Um,
you mean to say
so
projected, not protected, but yeah, I know what Dwayne's saying. And Dick, we were, Kerry, I hate to jump in, but man, we were discussing this yesterday also on the show, and it's just mind blowing how, in my opinion, it's cowardice to hide behind something like the literature for the Mama Act. I mean, what you're doing
What's
is
the Mama
basically you're
Act?
using something completely that
What's
has nothing, no relevance to it, but to fund it, then you're gonna attack cigars. I mean, for real. I mean, that's cowardice,
It's
dude.
the Mother and Children Act.
Yeah.
It was I think Dick Durbin is the one who introduced it,
Good old
and
Dick.
and the whole thing talks about the complications of pregnancy, the women who suffer fatal complications during pregnancy, giving birth, postpartum period, blah 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 blah. So it talks about maternal mortality. It's it's how Mama Act will raise then reverse America's rising maternal mortality rate, and apparently that this is all being back to tobacco use, and you know again I have to dig in a little bit deeper, like I did with the other piece of legislation. Um, you know, I may be completely off on this, but they are trying to raise the taxes, 500 to 1,000%.
And
I
pricing
mean,
is gonna be stupid on cigars if that goes through. I mean, literally stupid. I mean, like a $9 stick will be $12 or more. A $10 stick, depending upon the weight, like a 6x60 Magnum or a double Toro or whatever you want to call it. You're looking at, because of the actual size and the weight per cigar. I mean, you're looking at that cigar. If it's $9 to $10, you're going to be paying like $16. I mean,
yeah.
that's insane, dude. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I'll be honest with you. I might be completely off on the whole reason with the Mama's Act with tobacco being involved. But more to come. I promise. I'm going to do some research on this
do
and dig
they
a little
have?
bit deeper.
Did they do anything with the papas?
I
Yeah, that's
think
called the Hot Daddy Act. I believe that's the Hot Daddy Act. We're working on that. The gay community is working for legislature towards that.
Monday,
I was
Monday,
going to say
dun,
that's
dun, dun,
the Papa's
dun,
Act is going to
so
be released
good
on Monday.
to me.
Monday.
Oh
So
man.
I'm trying to I'm just doing some quick 30,000 foot view overview of this, and I don't want to speak out of time. What's up, Pippin? Um, no problem. Get to sleep, man. Cigar Cabin. Check him out on YouTube. Also, Kevin Shahan was on here tonight. Cigar Prop. Check him out on YouTube as well. I gotta look it up, but I'm trying to figure out this connection between the increase in tobacco taxes and this Mama Act. And again, I have no problem saying this, but I believe I was speaking out of line or out of turn about exactly what this act is, and I'm curious on how it ties into the increase of taxes on tobacco. So. More to come on that. I wasn't really prepared to talk about it tonight, but the next time someone asks me questions, I'll make sure I'm better prepared. I know
I still love the Monday.
I do too.
There you go.
So I'm just it's Jennifer, look it up real quick and help me out.
I love that, Dan.
Yeah,
Very
Dan,
good.
awesome. Either way.
Without care.
Oh, that was good, Dan. Love it.
And Duncan's Duncan, there's going to be the Poppy Act for you.
Yeah, the Poppy. Hey, baby, what's up?
What's up?
Yeah, but I'm telling you,
Hi,
it's funny.
Poppy.
We were making light of it yesterday because during the show when the three of us are together, we just really want to make fun and have some laughter. But it's a serious topic. Like you said, we were not going deep into it. We were just looking at the fallacy and the foolishness of the government yet again using something like that and then trying to attack the cigar industry. Which the three of us, we couldn't figure out. How do you create, as you said, that connection? But I got to also read up a little bit more on that. So, but we were just doing it yesterday. I always say this to make fun of things, to have a good time. But like with you, Kurt, don't anybody ever pay attention to me when it comes to stuff like that. I just like to make fun of stuff. So, but yeah, we're going to be supporting the Pappy Act.
The I Poppy Act.
You know what's funny is the more I'm looking at this, the more I'm completely wrong on what I said. So I will say that the only thing I can look at and kind of with all of the different sections of this particular act is I'm thinking they need a way to fund it.
That's it.
And the best way to fund it is through taxing tobacco. Again, I will give a disclaimer. I'm not sure if that's 100% true. But I did forget my pencil, Ken. I don't have a pencil. So no, don't apologize, Dwayne. That's shame on me for not being, read up on it. It was completely. You asked a question. I should have just said I don't know instead of trying to wing it, and I fucked up. So I skimmed through it, and apparently, probably picked up on some of the things that Dunk was saying the other night.
Which you shouldn't.
I've always said
that. That's my disclaimer at the beginning of my show.
My God.
It's purely entertainment. Don't take us seriously.
Duncan said.
That.
Duncan said.
It's like, that's all I need in my life. Well, I did it because Duncan said so. I'm like, oh God.
Why'd you say that, Carol? Duncan said. Duncan said it was true.
Yeah. Listen, I'm the guy that says that Netflix is all true stories and everything like that. I mean, you should. I mean, you watch our show. I'm like, I'm the guy who's saying, yeah, I saw it on TV. It's gotta be true.
You mean Netflix are not all documentaries?
That's what I'm saying.
I thought that bank robbery was all documentaries and stuff.
Yes, the Spanish one. I love that.
Yes, I love that one. So good.
Well, let me tell you, that's a badass series. I love it.
I love it. I love it.
Very well written.
How is so much Spanish TV so amazing? Like, I mean, it's incredible. I'm watching a bunch of different Spanish shows that are just absolutely phenomenal.
Me too.
I watched this Mexican series. It was amazing.
Yeah, by the way, they're called telenovelas, Lars. They're called telenovelas.
Her too.
Hey, Duncan, I actually watched. Duncan told me, what was that? The miniseries the documentary on Cuba that you were telling me about. I watched that. That was really.
Yeah, that was Cuba Libre. Cuba Libre.
Yeah, first of all, if you don't speak Spanish, it's not one of those shows that you can just kind of put on and fall asleep because you got to do a lot of reading because of the subtitles. But wow, incredible.
I mean, I loved it because it really goes all the way back to the pre-colonization,
the Spaniards,
just everything, just really very well done. They had a lot of good guys doing it. Europeans, Canadians, poke the bear. You got to poke the bear.
I'm sorry, no, John. I didn't want to interrupt you. John asked me what I was drinking.
Oh, no, nothing wrong with that. But yeah, if you guys have not seen it, it's called Cuba Libre, the story of Cuba. It's on Netflix. Really good. It's gonna be a lot of reading.
It's amazing. The whole history of Cuba, when the Spaniards came and took over, and the fighting to gain back land, and just America, getting involved, and I mean, I was really impressed with the series. I really was. I need to go back and rewatch it because it's been a while since I remember you telling me about it, and I watched it, but really gives you a good idea on the history of Cuba. So yes, it's Poke the Bear.
Yeah, I was on Christopher Street one day, and somebody came up to me and said that.
What, Poke the Bear? Poke the Bear?
Yeah, Christopher Street, Manhattan.
No, you're not that hairy. I don't think that you're the bear type, but it's all right.
I know, but that's why he's a the bear. That means type. You're poking the other one's the bear.
Yeah, he looks like the Papa Bear type.
It's like herding cats. Easy, Duncan.
Hey, your dad's not watching.
I just spit all over.
I haven't seen Papa jump on.
Easy, Duncan. I'll make sure the next time I leave you at that rest stop.
Along with
make a couple extra bucks. Make a couple extra bucks off you.
Crack smokers, I love it.
That was classic, though.
Hey, it was Florida. I think we were already in Florida when that happened, right?
We might have been. I think it was even funnier as we took a rental car and we were doing videos along the way, and then live videos. And my niece's husband works for Enterprise, and he's like, "Carrie, man, you can't smoke in the cars when you rent them." I go, "I wasn't smoking cigars in a car." He goes, "We're friends on Facebook, you idiot. You were you had live videos of you and Duncan smoking cigars in a car." And I was like, you got me. You got me
I
with that one.
always smoke cigars in my rental cars. Always. I never had any problems.
That's because they probably whacked you for the. Did they ever whack you for the cleaning
Never.
charge? No.
Never.
Yeah, I've learned that they have a bomb. Guire's makes this bomb that you actually turn on your air conditioning or your heat, and then you put the circulation on, and you hit the bomb, and you close the door, and you let it sit for 15 minutes. Kevin Shahan just goes in because he's a mechanic and takes out the air filter. Because when you smoke, you can clean everything up and it'll smell great. They turn on that freaking air conditioner or the heater of all the smoke that's been freaking stored in that little filter. And as soon as that freaking first air blasts out, you can definitely smell the stale smoke. I did it. I did it when I worked at Enterprise. I was like, "Did you smoke in a car?" "No, I didn't." You turn that on, it's like boom, stale smoke. You could definitely tell that someone's been smoking.
Well, a lot of the times I would come in and when I was returning the car, I'd go, somebody was smoking in that car.
I've done that
Say
too.
was- I said, somebody was smoking in that car. I don't
Such
know
a
what you
horrible
guys
thing.
are renting out here, cars filled with smoke.
I did, Lars. I got to the point. Lars, I got to the point as I pulled away. I call up and like, "Yo, man, someone smoked in this car. Do you want to bring it back, sir?" "No, I'm in a hurry. I'm just marking it down. Mark it down. Someone smoked in the car." I've done it at the airport where I'll get, you get your keys and you go out to, G38, and then you go, you pull out and you're like, you stop and there's a worker. They're like, "Yo, man, someone smoked in this car. It's cool though, but I'm just letting you know. Just mark it down on my contract."
What a dick.
Real story, Dave.
But
I
you
do
know
this
what though,
every time when I'm traveling.
Duncan, I will tell you this 100%, and this is very true. When I return the cars, I return them cleaner than I get them.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
I get them. I go through, the actual car wash, like when you kind of hang out and sit down and smoke a cigar for like 20 minutes while they're washing it, cleaning it, scrubbing the inside, doing dashboard. I always make sure I go through that.
But dude,
Yeah, that's good character, Daryl.
Bars and there's like still like gum and wrappers and crap in crevices, and I'm like, they didn't even clean this. They didn't do anything, man. It's horrible. It's just
It's a little white lie. It's a little white lie. But you know what though? But I do return the cars cleaner than I got them. Actually, once I'm done with it, it even smells better because I've gotten some cars that smell like dirty diapers. This smells pretty funky. And I'll get that McGuire's that bomb and just literally set it off, and it's perfect. So John wants to know what you do in the cigar industry, Duncan.
not a problem. So, John, as a matter of fact, I actually was also the operations manager for Tobacco Plus in Greer, South Carolina. I did that for 2 years. And then from there, I moved on and I worked at Cigars Etc. in Charlotte. I contracted out myself as a consultant and also as an operations manager to different companies that needed assistance in revamping their humidors. So it could be anything from 6 months to a year to 2.5 or however long they needed me there. I've been in the industry for 20 years. I've worked as a blender, roller, a rep, also on the road as well. My mom has been doing it for a lot longer than I have. On her side of the family, they started working at Ramon Cifuentes and Company in Cuba in the 19 teens. My grandmother was 15, 16 years old when she went there. My mother worked there just pre-Castro and post-Castro. Then my dad's side of the family, they go all the way back to the late 1800s as workers for the Toraño family. Again, Don Manuel Toraño and Ana Maria Toraño, which were the original family that had bought a lot of land when they came from Spain. So my dad's side of the family, that's all they ever did. They were basically farmers, tobacco farmers in Cuba, in Pinal del Rio, Vuelta Abajo. But I came from Miami. I grew up basically in the industry, hanging out with people like Pepin Garcia when he had just arrived. I mean, I used to go hang out at the original El Rey del Mundo on Calle Ocho. Across the street was um, Padilla when he had just opened up his lounge, Titan de Bronce. Literally, I saw the rise of the Padron cigar lines all over Miami. So I've been doing this for quite some time now. I've had cigar shops that I've owned. I've moved my business now strictly online. So everything that I have, that's my house blend, my private blend, is also online. But I consult and I sell for four different companies, not as an official rep, sort of, but again, and
Repish.
official-ish. As Kerry mentioned before, I work with Gabby Caffey. I think he's a fantastic individual. Love him dearly. I work with Oscar Rodriguez of GTO Cigars, Fuad Kaushadi of Hiram and Solomon Cigars, Robert Wright with Pura Soul Cigars. So, and my relationship with Kerry for the past, I don't know how many years, wherever I can promote and plug his cigar line,
Yeah.
that's what I do. So a little bit of everything. I do cigar events where we do pairings of whatever everybody needs. I mean, I've done private events, 60 people, all the way to a couple of hundreds, if you will, or more. So I've been around for a while. I'm just, I tell everybody, I am that lowest man on the totem pole, and I love it there, man. I don't want to. I don't want to be
But
any
but
other.
we you do a lot though, because you and I've done you and I've done cigar events together. You and I have done cigar pairings together.
Mhm.
We've done everything from country club golf outings
Yeah.
to like I said, to doing cigar pairing events where we've done a live show and introduced a cigar to a cigar shop, and that was actually a lot of fun. I think was one of the most educational and best thing that if you have a cigar shop that you go to, if you start a cigar club, if there is a group of individuals that want to start and get a cigar club, have someone like Duncan or have Duncan come in. And if there is a brand like, I don't know, Stogie Road cigars, for example,
For example,
uh, for
Just
example,
random.
random. Here, let me go through the randomizer. Lars,
Stogie Road
Teens,
cigars.
Stogie Road cigars. Duncan will bring cigars down, and you smoke a cigar. He'll bring a bottle of alcohol for pairing.
or me.
Tell, or him. You can pair Duncan with it. But you get the education behind it about the owner, the brand, the tobaccos, the blends, and it's a great opportunity really for an owner of a cigar shop to sit there and watch their a group of their customers smoke a cigar and then say, okay, what did you think? Hey, this is a great cigar. Would you buy it if I brought it in? Yes. And then, afterwards, or it could be, would you buy the cigar if it came in? No. And I think it's a really good way for cigar shops, if they want to start bringing in new brands, a great way, especially boutiques that are not familiar with them and there's not enough press or not enough information out there. It's a great way to introduce a cigar to a cigar shop.
And just one last thing, as a matter of fact, what you touched upon, I love
I
when
touch
I
no
have
one.
cigar shop owners reach out to me and say, "Hey, man, we have a concept, we have an idea in mind, we want to pick your brains." So when I do consulting, I really, really, that to me is the most fun. I get to travel and look at shops that haven't even been set up yet. I get to hear their ideas or concepts. So a lot of times these are men or women who are very enthused about what they want to bring, what they want to create, what they want to do. But a lot of times is they just don't want to buy their inventory and have that inventory just sit. So sometimes it's okay to find someone who's a little bit on the professional side, someone who's got a little bit of experience that can also guide you as to what will move once you have it in your retail environment, in your humidor. As a matter of fact, I think early on when we started the show, Today I went to visit these three great ladies. I remember two of them. Their names are Marge and Meredith. I forgot what I think. The third one is uh, Carol. I want to say, and I'm sorry, but what a great little shop, man. It used to be, from what I gathered, an old bait and tackle place that got completely overhauled right on the lake here in North Carolina, Lake Norman. And I told him, man, I think you ladies are onto something here. What a great little concept. They don't have a lot that they can invest into. So when it's something like that, I always tell everybody, really look at working with a professional that can tell you what products you can bring in that your customers are going to be happy with, and they'll immediately begin to move. You don't want to bring in inventory that just sits there for 3 months, 6 months, and
Right.
you look at it like, oh my God, what did I do? So I use this analogy. I was an interior designer in Florida for many, many years. And one of the biggest obstacles I ever faced when I went to visit a client was, well, I saw this on Home and Garden TV, and I'm sure I can do it too. And I'm thinking to myself, well, what you're not seeing is that, usually these shows, they have, 100 people behind the cameras. They're sponsored by Home Depot, by Lowe's. So you don't see that, and when you're opening up a cigar shop,
100 people coming in and cleaning up the mess.
yeah, I mean, it's like a lot of times, oh my God, look, it's finished, it's beautiful, but you're not seeing that. That's not just a $2,000 budget. No, I mean, there's more to it. But the last thing I'm going to say is, if you're looking to do something like, your dream is opening up a little cigar shop, a little cigar bar, a little lounge, there's nothing wrong with getting to know someone who's been in the industry for a while. I've had relationships with reps
What
going
kind of
back
relationships?
10, 15, 20 years, particularly in the Eastern Seaboard area. So I love it. I can tell you, go talk to this guy or talk to that guy, and they'll definitely work with you. So
Yeah, Duncan's well connected with many reps because of having owning cigar shops and running cigar shops, and just you're a fountain of information. You know the
a
history behind.
fountain of something.
You're a fountain of something, but a fountain of information when it comes to brands. Just really being able to, if you say, "Hey, Duncan, what's this cigar? Is this a good cigar?" You're going to learn not only about the cigar, but you're going to learn about the family, the brand, the history, the tobacco farm. It's truly an education. So he's, I mean, Duncan and I hit it off almost immediately when I went into the when I went into the tobacco shop, and I went in and just asking. He was asking me a lot of questions. That's a sign of a good tobacconist too. Someone who asks a lot of good questions. A lot of questions about what you like to smoke, what you favor, what's your palate, what are you used to smoking, what are you looking for. And I guarantee there's a lot of folks who walk in there and says, "Yeah, I'm looking for a Padron," and then you leave with 10 cigars and not one of them's a Padron.
Well, and the other one is, Gary, the sign of a bad tobacconist is somebody who's going to try to sell you the most expensive stuff without even really getting to know what you enjoy smoking, and
Right.
even talking to you, man. I can't stand that. You mentioned someone, I think in last show, Caitlin Mills. She is
She's
an
fantastic.
amazing tobacconist.
Love
She is
Caitlin.
engaging. She is awesome. She talks to you.
Great.
She definitely makes sure that when you leave, you are leaving with exactly
Yeah.
what you wanted, and possibly more that you're definitely going to enjoy and come back for that.
We gotta have
That's
Caitlin. We gotta have Caitlin and Kara back on the show.
oh,
They were
yeah, they were
awesome.
awesome. They're awesome.
I had them on the show a couple of years ago, and she brought some rye with her. And I swear to God, I
It was
think
like a
we
4 hour
were on
show, apparently.
we were on the show for 3 hours, and it was a rough morning. But very knowledgeable, and just two of the most genuine, sweetest people you want to meet, and just her. What she did, Lars, she works at Wine Express, right, in Simpsonville. And I do want to talk about Simpsonville a little bit because there's a new shop opening up. But she works at Wine Express, and she built the humidor
Oh,
herself.
cool.
And the owner said, "Okay, you have carte blanche. Do what you want." And this isn't walking into a walking into a wine, etc. What is the big one? Wine, etc. The big wine.
Oh, Total Wine.
Total Wine, and going in, and if you want cigars, obviously you're gonna get some damn good cigars in there. But Caitlin really filled this with your standard cigars, boutique cigars. I mean, she really maximizes the space in there and just built an incredible humidor at this place. I mean,
That's awesome.
But she's a big.
impressed.
There's nothing you cannot point to there that she cannot tell you
Oh
something
yeah,
really amazing about those cigars. You know, she gets to know the rep, she gets to know the brand, she gets to know what she smokes. And I've always said, don't ever be afraid to talk to the tobacconist. Don't ever be afraid to ask questions. If you walk in, even if they don't say hello to you, man, you say, "Hey, man, listen, I'm looking for this. What do you got? That's it right there, or something similar. Walk me through your humidor." That's exciting.
and you'll know within
talk
5 minutes
to
if they're a
tobacco-
good tobacconist or not.
Yeah, well, there's some out there that I'm
Yeah.
like, wow.
Yeah, there's some, it's like you walk in, they're on their phone. Hey, you need anything? No, okay.
That's a true
But
story.
yeah, oh God Almighty, and
All those
that's
guys
if you're
are
lucky.
bubbles.
That's if you're lucky if you get a hay.
Those are
Um,
bubbles. Yeah, there's
but
another bubble right there.
but I gotta tell you, in Simpsonville, there's a new cigar shop opening up. Now,
Really?
in this
Good tell.
area, in the upstate in Greenville, there's a lot of great cigar shops. There just are. But in that area where Simpsonville is, it's really blowing up. It's up and coming, and there's not a lot of selection. I mean, realistically, Wine Express is the best place to get cigars. It just is. So there was a need for a cigar lounge, a cigar lounge and cigar store. And the guys at FH Cigars that started in Travelers Rest in this area are expanding to launch FH Cigars FH2. Instead of FH Cigars 2, FH2. It's Adam Fitzpatrick and Sean Hamilton. Two great guys. Duncan did some work with them when they were opening up their first shop in Travelers Rest. Small shop with an outside enclosure that you can hang out. They put in a wood burning stove for the wintertime. But two of the nicest and really guys you want to meet. And I'm telling you, I did a quick live video last week from their shop, their new shop. It is freaking awesome.
It looks great.
It
It looks
is
really great.
awesome. And they're going to be opening in early to mid May. I know they're doing a soft launch at the end of April, but they are the location is fantastic.
And those are all places near you?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, all the little towns around me. We live in Greenville, but what's really cool about this area is there's so many little towns around us that have been blowing up and growing. Whether it's Greer, Taylor's, Greenwood, Simpsonville. It's that the Anderson, where Darrell is. There's so many great towns around the Greenville area that have just been. Greenville's growing so fast; these other towns just get elevated as well. So there's so many great cigar shops in each of these towns. In Simpsonville, you had Wine Express, which is a great humidor. But Sean and Adam decided to expand and open up their second shop in Simpsonville, and I was in. They have a perfect size humidor, I think. They're going to have a nice lounge area. They're going to have seating out by the register. I was really impressed with the work that they're doing on it. And I'm excited for
I
them
remember
too.
when you and I first visited the original location.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, what was it, 4 or 5 years ago?
It was a while back when it was just, they were just talking about the concept of what they wanted to do. And, but I'm excited for them and more to come. I know I'm going to, I have their soft launch on my calendar. I'm going to hopefully do a live show from there. Just, I couldn't be any happier for those guys. Because when I lived in Taylor's, I used to go to FH a lot because it was 15 minutes from me. Now I go to Boda all the time because Dave's a great guy and I love Boda Cigar. They're just fantastic. Being there about 10, 12 minutes, but their place now in Simpsonville from where I live is 15 minutes away. So now I get a chance to visit and check out those guys, like we did when I lived over in Taylor. So they are, I walked in, they are doing the floors, the walls, everything. They're doing everything. And I can tell you that the vision that they have for this location, they're going to have lockers, they're going to have membership, the whole 9 yards. I mean, they're just not going to pop up a spot just to buy cigars and hang out a little bit. It's going to be a fantastic place, and the destination of this and the location is just so incredible. It's right off of 385, right off the Fairview Road exit. If you're in this, if you know the upstate, you drive down the highway, you can see the building, big sign FH Cigars. All you got to do is get off the exit, make a right, you're there. I take the back roads to get there. I'm there within 15 minutes. It is a great location. There's good food places right up the road from where they are. I couldn't be any happier for those guys. I always love seeing good things happen to good people. So more to come. More to come with FH Cigars. So
I really look forward to one day coming down there and checking out some of these places with you.
You're always welcome, bro. Listen, we Daryl and I always talk about this because Daryl and I meet up at Boda on a regular basis. I'm like, man, we just got to take a vacation day. Just take a day and just go. They do the bar crawl. We just got to do a shop crawl. Just go from shop to shop to shop to shop and check them out.
Do you guys remember the days when they used to do the herbs? Like I don't know if Carrie, you ever did one of those, but I don't know, maybe 5, 6, I don't know, 10 years ago, it was kind of popular. They would have like these, they were going to rent a bus and they would visit, I don't know, like 8 different locations, like in a weekend. I was part of one of those. I think it was about 10 years ago. And these guys had started in Raleigh. And I think I was the last stop. But, dude, in a weekend, they visited 8 nice locations all over North Carolina. Each one would do something special for these guys. And let me tell you, it was 40 guys that dropped off themselves in a bus in front of my shop. I think it was when we had our first shop in here in North Carolina, and I was like, wow. And it's funny. A lot of people say, oh, these guys don't buy anything. No, when you get 40 guys, we're all cigar dudes. We did a really great special for them, but they nearly, and this is a true story, they nearly cleared out 1/4 of my humidor at the time. By the time they left, I was like, wow. And they have been visiting 7 other locations.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Fitzpatrick and Hamilton, Kev.
Ooh, nice.
That's the FH is their last names.
That's cool.
I don't know if you picked up on that earlier, Kev, when I said Adam Fitzpatrick and Sean Hamilton, but that's FH Cigar. And again, like I said, man, great guys. But yeah, I've seen those herfs.
I don't even think they do it anymore.
The only herf I was ever at was the one at Bob's Cigar Guy's house, and we were never invited ever again.
Really?
Bob, I love you, but that's the truth. We were never asked to come back.
Never asked to come back again.
I swear to God.
That's because Duncan stole their silverware.
I opened my mouth and literally I was like, I decimated the cigar. I was like, I'm sorry.
Duncan stole the silverware.
Well, yeah, there was that.
Okay, so wait a minute. What
no, I've been invited back to Bob's house. I bust Bob's balls, but yeah, it's a little bit of fun with Bob. He had a herf one day. We had an event. It was they recorded it and then posted it, and it was reviewing Mel Shaw and Bombay.
Yeah,
and we had I don't know, it was probably like 10 of us, right?
Yeah,
about 10 of us.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Don't get me.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah. I bust Bob's balls about it all the time. I'm like, yo, Bob. Duncan and I show up for one herf. That's it. He's like, well, Duncan stole the silverware. But I didn't.
Nobody was counting how much silverware there was at the beginning, so I wasn't thinking they were going to count by the time I left.
Duncan needs forks, man. Duncan needs forks.
I'm telling you, man, things happen.
But yeah, it was a good time. But I got to give Bob a hard time about that. But yeah, I've been to his place, a couple times, obviously, since then. He lives about half an hour from here, 20 minutes from here. And he just built a big, no, it was not a big painting event.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Quiet. I saw that.
Yeah, I think Bob was going to invite us to the next Herf, and it was a barn painting event when he's going to paint the new studio. Hey, we're going to enjoy a cigar and pair it with a paintbrush.
Sherwin Williams.
Exactly.
Beautifully.
Duncan, I'm going to do a Herf out back. It's called a lawn and garden Herf. Everybody gets a cigar, and then we're going to do some mulching to see the pairing of my cigar with a mulch. Pairing the cigars with lawn care and trimming and stuff. But
dig some holes, put some trees in it.
Exactly. But no, I've been to his place a couple times, and I got to see the progress of them building their studio, and Bob's. I love to bust Bob's balls a little bit, but he and Steven, they're good folk, and the whole Finley family. But yes, I'm waiting for the for the lawn care Herf, Duncan. I'm going to have it here, and then I'm going to do the car wash Herf.
Bob, the cigar guy, you're a dick. There you go. On behalf of Bob, you're a dick. Just saying.
Oh, I thought you call him Bob a dick. That's horrible. I would not do that.
Oh man.
So Lars, this is going to be the last time
for at least 2 weeks.
Dude, it's going to be the last time for a while that you're going to be able to play a song.
I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
Because
he's going to power through it, man. I know.
Yeah, I think 2 weeks. Maybe after 2 weeks, I'll be able to start using my arm again.
All right.
Look, right now I have practically no shoulder. I mean, I'm in tons of pain anytime when I play anyway. So, whatever. You know that I have not been playing guitar for the last 2 weeks, just except for this show. That's it. Wow, and this is all out of tune too.
He suffers for the craft, just for the
True
show.
Story. Oh shit.
100%. Duncan, you have anything that you want to plug while Lars tunes up?
No, man. Real quick, again, one more time, thank you to everybody, for the well wishes, also on the arm and stuff like that. I'm gonna be getting a CT scan next week, and then they'll tell me what the next step is. But I don't think it's gonna be anything too serious. I got a lot of good mobility, but the doctors, I guess, are trying to get more money out of me. Business wise, I'm looking to, God willing, be more on the road now the next few months. I'm really looking forward to it. Had a great meeting today with these ladies. Looking forward to the summer and the event season. Like I said before, I may be surprising Mr. Stogie Rhodes without him knowing it. I'm gonna just say it like that.
I don't know. You just said travel and surprise me, so I'm gonna expect a visit.
That's what I'm saying, mofo. Shoot.
All right, listen. Yeah, I told you guys, always come down here. You're always welcome. All I'm saying is Kevin Shahan drove 12 hours for my birthday to say hi.
Jesus, Lord bless it. God Almighty. You and Kevin have that bromance. I swear to God, I thought
it's
I was
just
here.
Listen. It's a fact. It's not. Listen, Duncan. It's not. It's not my truth. It's the truth.
It's the truth.
Somewhere along the line, somebody said that my opinion was replaced with my truth. Therefore, it carries a little bit more validity. It does not. It is still an opinion. It is the truth.
I'm gonna have to.
I love you, Duncan, and that is the truth, and it's my truth.
I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna show up, man. I'm gonna show up.
Well,
the only thing I want.
Make sure your arm's better.
No, but
I
the
don't
only thing
want
I
to be wiping
want
your ass or anything.
I want Jennifer's famous frittata.
Frittata.
I'm still hung up on that, man. That thing. I don't know what went into it, but it was the best damn dish I ever had.
I can't wait for some dirty salt for that frittata, Lars.
Nice.
Oh, that dirty salt's going to be so good, dude. It's the Stogie Road salt.
It's the dirt road salt. We'll figure out something.
That dirty road salt.
Dirty road salt. So, Lars, what's the song tonight?
Okay, a song I wrote called "The Way I Want You."
Nice.
It's romantic. It's for
I'm
the
all in.
ladies.
I'm all in.
It's for the ladies out there.
It's romantic.
Yeah,
Take it back.
it's a little romance, a little romantic. Well, honey, it's for you too.
That's for you,
Romance,
Duncan.
romance, honey.
It's your bromance. You guys are busted up arm buddies.
Yep.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's a solid bromance.
I feel out of place.
Is way I want you girls getting down tonight, getting drunk tonight, getting pumped tonight. The way I want you girl is getting down tonight, getting drunk tonight, getting pumped tonight. Baby, you know I like it when you get down on the knees. Put it in your mouth and do what you please. Swish it around and lick your lips. Go so deep I can grab you by your hips. You know how to get me up and get me off again. Get me off 2 more times, make my head spin. Feel me thrive, let it go. That's how you know which way the wind blows. The way I want you, girl, is getting down tonight. Getting drunk tonight. Getting pumped tonight. The way I want you, girl, is getting down tonight. Getting drunk tonight. Being pumped tonight. Come on now, baby, come up for air so I can hit it from that day. Yeah. Tap that ass, get on dreams, get all drunk on that Jim Beam, let it flow down your hips, make your head spin till you trip. Make you come all the way from your ribs. Now it's dripping down your chin. I grab a bib. The way I want you, girl, is getting down tonight. Getting drunk tonight. Getting pumped tonight. The way I want you, girl, is getting down tonight. Getting drunk tonight. Getting pumped tonight. Now hit the sauna, dripping with sweat. You put next to me like you were my pet. You use both hands while giving me treats. Break open another bottle of Knob Creek. Pour some knob all over my body. Lick it off like it's a hot toddy. Smile that smile when you look up at me. Then you say you're feeling hotter when you're smoking them trees. Yeah, the way I want you, girl, getting down tonight, getting drunk tonight, getting pumped tonight. Way I want you, girl, is getting down tonight, getting drunk tonight, getting pumped tonight.
Very, very Catholic, the lyrics.
Oh yeah, you know,
Very Catholic. I'm
a
all
little
in.
romantic.
A little romantic.
You know me.
You
And
did say romantic. You did say romantic.
Yeah, I'm a true romantic.
Any song including Jim Beam is definitely romantic.
Oh yeah, and Knob Creek.
And Knob Creek.
I just want the video. I want to see if the video is like Little Nas X quality video.
That's
Well,
hilarious.
I
everybody
want to see
should
that
go to my.
video. Lars,
you
you need
guys-
to produce one like that.
Yes, you guys should go to my I go to my my YouTube. I did a new cartoon video of this kid, this rapper. Yeah, check it out. It's pretty cool.
I
I'll
will.
check it out. That's cool.
Jerry, anything that you want to leave us with tonight?
Me?
Who's that for? Lars? Yeah.
Jerry, anything you want to leave us
Oh no,
with
I'm
tonight?
going to Lars first. Lars.
Just
Oh,
in
Lars.
case
Okay, go ahead, Lars.
just in case I die tomorrow.
Oh, God almighty.
I love all you guys
that's the
out there.
spirit.
This will be a hit show if I do.
Oh, bless it.
We'll get some numbers on this bad boy.
You're crazy, man.
I love you guys. And I
listen.
love everybody out there. Thanks for everybody for coming and listening to our show. It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. Good luck on the shoulder surgery tomorrow.
Thank you.
We'll be thinking of you. We'll be waiting for that update on your condition.
Absolutely. And all your stuff's ready to be shipped out. Your sauce and salt. And
You know what?
great.
That is unimportant right now.
Oh, it's the most important thing. I made sure,
It's
just in
unimportant.
case I die, I had everything taken care of and the formula even done. So it's all set up.
But
with
Lars, it's unimportant, secondary to your shoulder surgery and your safety. And the reason why it's secondary is because you have a backup plan. I'm going to get it anyways. But
That's right.
listen, man, it's going to go well tomorrow, bro. We wish you well. We wish you,
Thank you.
a very safe and successful surgery. Getting your shoulder replaced is a big deal, but hopefully it'll alleviate the pain that you're going through right now. And I can tell you, it's a miracle to what these guys can do and gals can do in the operating room with these replacements. So, from Duncan, Lars, this is Cara Viajante. We want to thank you again for joining us tonight. It's been a lot of fun as always. Good laughs, good music, good cigars, and thank all of you for thank Duncan and Lars first of all for all your love and support.
I love you,
Thank all of the viewers for love and support for the Stogie Road Cigars and our next step in the journey. I cannot wait for it. There's more to come next week. We're going to have on Chris Weber. We're going to talk more about the factory. Maybe we can get a little bit of tour of the factory at the show. So with myself, Lars, Duncan, Lars, get a good night's sleep, dude.
I will.
You definitely need it. Peace.
Love you guys.